Hey guys, Huma here, and in today's video we're going to be doing why I quit Ark Survival Evolved. OG viewers of the channel will know I played this game ages ago. I did really well on it. That's what got me a lot of subscribers. Kind of kicked my channel off the ground a bit. But I get asked from a lot of my friends all the time why I actually quit when I did so well. Now there's so many reasons. I'm going to be going in depth, full view of all the reasons why I quit Ark. And I get asked from my viewers a lot of the time as well. So I can just refer them back to this video. And anyone that's playing Ark at the moment or watches Ark YouTubers can understand a little bit more behind the scenes on what's actually going on. But also really want to quickly say, any YouTuber out there that's actually still doing Ark today, I'm not saying you should stop, but there's some things that you have to deal with and you got to look out for, and just some things you've got to be aware of. So first of all, let's get into the game itself. It's really laggy, everyone knows this. Loads of hackers, there's just so many problems with the game itself. Such a shit optimized game. And the thing with Ark is it's incredibly repetitive. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. The main reason why people have fun is just building their base, getting dino lines. But for me, I actually just didn't have any fun at all because it just got so fucking boring. And I mean, I'm not really gonna play a game I don't like on YouTube where you're meant to do what you want, record videos what you want, especially gaming as well. So the game itself, we already know now, is just a bag of shit. Now we get into the community and that's just like 10 times worse. So for starters, it's toxic, you know, that's all great with the community. They only watch Ark content, they won't watch anything else. Even if they like your personality, they won't watch anything else but Ark. But the main reason, if this was the case, like everyone will probably be thinking, well, why don't they just quit? Why don't all the other YouTubers just go onto a different game? Why would they even start doing it? And that's because you get like this bubble, right? You get this bubble where you're trapped inside it, but the bubble, you get a decent amount of views. The max you could probably get is 1 million. You're not really gonna get any more than that. And there's also a certain amount of subs you can actually get as well, and it's really hard to get out of once you've grown and established an actual viewing base on Ark. And as you can tell, I'm not really a big YouTuber. That's why I decided to quit early on instead of waiting, and I'm really glad I quit when I did, because like I said, it's really hard to get out of, and I think only one YouTuber has actually managed to do it, and that's Loverfella. He's absolutely smashed it getting out of the Ark community. And there's so many other YouTubers that have actually quit Ark recently as well, and I know some that are very big. They don't enjoy the content they make, but they kind of have to do it because that's the only reason they get views. But here's another thing as well. Once you quit, your views will obviously go down massively unless you connect with the game really good. As you all know, I did Warzone, I did really good on that, but your views will go down a lot just for like a period of time until you find a game that works. But there's a certain risk in that, because if you rely on YouTube for like a job, if you like that's the only way you get paid, then obviously there's a massive risk with that. That's what's stopping a lot of people. But you've got to wait a certain amount of time until you find something else that works. But that's what stopped me at first. That's what kept me going back to it, because I had a bit of a time where I quit for like a week, then went back. I had a bit of doubts when I fully quit, but then I found games that actually work, like I said, and then just got on with the whole YouTube thing. Now a lot of people are scared of dying, but to be honest, the channel only dies when you stop uploading. Obviously the algorithm is going to be a little bit harder now. Your subscribers aren't actually watching your videos as well, but it's definitely possible to get out of it. And also what people have to deal with is once you quit, you'll get people on your videos spamming just go back to Ark, when they don't understand why you've quit. Now this is also another, this is more of like, I'd say this is the most serious reason why people quit as well, is because having a game with that bad, getting frustrated all the time, having to constantly record on it, you have to be consistent. You'll know how grindy Ark actually is. Because of all that, they have to grind on a game they don't enjoy, make content on a game they don't enjoy. It basically makes them really unwell, and it isn't worth it at all. But obviously, I mean, the Ark viewers don't care as long as they're getting PvP content, fucking small tribes, raids, they don't really care. But like I said earlier, for some people, they just have to deal with that because it is their job, they rely on it. That's fair enough to them, that's no diss. But definitely having YouTube for just money and not liking what you do isn't really worth it at all. But I have seen one YouTuber in specifically, I'm not going to mention him, but what he's done is he's made another channel of a whole different, all the other games, there's a whole different thing, and he's doing really well on that one. But he's waiting until that one blows up so he gets like a steady income, and then once he's done that, he's just going to abandon the Ark channel and then go onto that, which is actually a pretty smart idea. I didn't think of that one at first, but then obviously you're going to have to start all over again, and that's why I didn't want to do that, because I still had some viewers that were generally watching my videos. I still have quite a few of them as well, but he's played it really smart with waiting until that other channel blows up so he can just move on to that. Now also a big problem as well, if you don't transition out, because every every YouTuber, they're gonna have to eventually, because they'll eventually get bored of the game. It's like, it's just human nature. There's no way you can just like that game forever. But eventually, Ark itself as a game will just die out completely, and that's obviously not good with all these Ark channels. But with that, the views will just sink to the bottom, and because you haven't transitioned out, you're screwed. But what I think will actually happen, there'll be a new survival game that'll be a lot better. A lot better community will be built from that, and people will go to that. A lot of talk has been on Ark 2 as well, but I'm definitely not going to go on that as well. But yeah, that's a lot of reasons why I quit Ark. But now you can kind of get my mindset and why I had to quit. YouTube has been this like massive goal of mine for ages, but it's never been a Ark YouTuber. Like, that's what you have to be. If you want to do Ark content, then you've just got to stick with that. You're an Ark YouTuber. But that's obviously not what I wanted to do. I don't want to just be an Ark channel. I've always wanted to be a gaming channel. But am I like, this is the thing, this is what I get as well. Am I sad that I started with Ark? No, because I have some viewers right now that if I didn't start from Ark, I wouldn't have. But also, I learned a lot from that as well. Seeing that whole process, that whole thing I had to go through, I learned a lot of stuff from that. And the whole reason I got loads of motivation as well was because it was doing good. And if I didn't have it like that from the start, would I have carried on with YouTube? Because I wouldn't have known as much as I would know now. Probably not. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all my reasons. Will I be going back to the Ark community? Will I be trying Ark 2? Definitely not. Never going back to that at all. And I had a lot of people as well saying, oh, you're going to return, you're going to return. No, I'm not. A lot of people are angry at that, but I couldn't give a fuck. Just unsubscribe. I don't really care. But also what was happening before, because I was scared of everyone unsubscribing, my viewers going, but that's obviously what's going to happen. And that's what I actually wanted. I want all the Ark people to go, and they have now. But yeah, that's my experience with Ark Survival Evolved. Obviously, if you're a YouTuber right now and still playing it, go ahead, continue doing it. But just be aware of those things, like I said. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. Obviously, play the game if you want to, you know, your life, do what you want, just be really careful. It's more of the YouTubers. This is more for YouTubers as well. More directed to them. If you just play Ark, then I mean, it's your game. You bought the game. You can play it if you want. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one, and peace.